Hey there, cozy babe, and welcome back to the coziest, most autumnal corner of the internet. Today, my loves, we are going to be doing a reading about all of the blessings that are coming into your life at this time. And I'm really excited. I feel like this is like what everybody in the collective just really needs right now, to know like the goodness. And if you just need a little pick me up, or you know somebody in your life right now that could use a pick me up, please send this video to them, share it with them, because that's what we're getting into today. So pile number one, we have Create Your Own Luck with the Adventuring card. And there's more cards than these as well, but this is just like to help you choose. Pile number two, we have Phantom Quartz Embrace Change. And pile number three, we have Tourmalated Quartz Get Out of Your Own Way. So if you already know which pile you're going to choose, go ahead and head to the timestamps down below to get your reading and be taken right to it. If you don't know, just allow me a little bit of a moment to explain. So you're going to choose either 1, 2, or 3, which are timestamps in the description box. Please know that you can never choose wrong. It's okay to choose more than one. Some people listen to the entire video and then make their choice. There's like literally no wrong way to do it. You can't do it wrong. So just feel free to choose 1, 2, or 3, all 3, 2 of them, whatever you feel the most drawn towards. And I would encourage you to pause this video if you're not sure which pile yet, because we're going to go ahead and get into it, starting from pile number 1 right now. All right, pile number 1, if you chose this Adventuring Create Your Own Luck, this is going to be your reading. So Adventuring Create Your Own Luck. I love this. First of all, I feel like right now, one of the biggest blessings coming your way is you're turning over a lucky leaf. You're turning over your own luck. And rest assured, luck is not something that just happens outside of you. It is something that you do create by cultivating the belief that you are lucky. And interestingly enough, shameless self-promo, I actually have an affirmation track if you're somebody that struggles with this on my channel, available to you for free. It's called like Lucky Girl Affirmations, even though they are gender neutral. If you're somebody that has a hard time believing this, I promise you, that track is like no other track you've ever heard. I do my affirmations differently than most people, and I get you into the mindset of believing that it is possible by using specific affirmations. And you'll see what I mean if you give it a listen. Like I said, it's on my channel if you want to give that a listen, but you create your own luck. So I do feel that at this time you are entering more of a lucky phase of your life, which is really exciting. But let's go ahead and keep going and see what other goodness is coming into your life. We have lots of cards here today. So we're going to start with these. We have the 5 of Wands. I'm going to lay these out first and then we'll talk about them. 5 of Pentacles, Princess of Cups, 2 of Cups, Ace of Swords. Okay, we'll get to these cards, these other ones in a moment. But what I can see with these cards is, how are these like blessings? Because some of y'all might know the tarot and you're like, Chloe, those double 5s are not giving, but rest assured, they are giving. And I'm going to explain to you why. So the 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, if this is like a blessing that's coming your way, you're finally getting past this. If you feel like you've been in this place of like, maybe you're surrounded by really reactive people, you've been in a lot of arguments, there's something about this 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles that are disruptions of peace. And the thing is, this is no longer going to be your reality. You are moving into a place in your life where peace is your birthright and you're claiming it, and you're not going to be financially struggling anymore, and you're not going to be so mad all the time. I feel like you're also maybe a little disappointed in where your life has taken you as of late, or maybe for the last little while, things haven't really felt like they've worked out for you. And Spirit is saying with the blessing coming your way is that this will be a thing of the past. And I said this a couple podcast episodes ago as well, that this is just part of your success story. If you have gone through something that has been difficult, or it's caused a lot of turmoil in your life, it is just paving the way for your success story. Name one successful person that doesn't have a backstory of some kind of difficult experience. And honestly, whenever I'm going through something like negative that I don't want in my life, I will often tell myself that it's okay. Like, this is just part of the plot. This is just part of my success story. And eventually this is going to be something that I get to talk about when I like hit my next high, you know? So rest assured that if this is where you've been, this is letting you know that like this is not where you're going. This is not your life forever. And there's a high probability that these are actually dissipating from your life. So I also want to say with the Five of Wands, this is also having a lot of like criticism or judgment put on you. And this is also something that will be lifting away, because first they make fun of you and they judge you, then they ask you how you did it. Okay, remember that. Five of Pentacles is like struggling financially. Maybe you've been through a lot of financial hardship or setback, and feeling like there has just been like no end to it. And Spirit is saying that like you literally are right next to your next lucky streak, and this isn't something that you're going to continue to deal with. You're about to like come into significant more amounts of money. Then we have the Princess of Cups here, which this really is about seeing life through rose-colored glasses. So I think this is almost more of a like what you can do right now is start to imagine how good your life could feel. Start to imagine the kind of abundance you could have. What would it feel like to open up your banking app and see the deposits that you want to see? What would it feel like to open up your phone, look at your text messages, and have it full of people that love and support you and want to see you do well? What would it feel like to have that in your life? Because ultimately, what has maybe been reflected at you is what you have been expecting. And when you start to expect something better, you're going to see just how much easier it is to actually tap into that frequency, and how easy it is that like things will fall away. I'm not even kidding you. This is totally how it works. It's unfortunate because it sounds almost too good to be true or too easy. But I feel like when you're actually in it, it's not easy. Like, in my own life, I feel like I have learned so many valuable lessons through friendship. And like, just if I could share with you for a moment, because I feel like this is relative to your reading, I feel, and I also have Saturn in Aquarius, which like is the ruler of friendship. So I feel like I'm always learning big lessons through friendship. I grew up anxiously attached. I'm learning how to basically heal that attachment now in my life currently. And it's been a process. I've had to push a lot of people away in order to heal. And not because I don't love them or don't respect them or don't want them in my life, but I feel like in order to heal, I've had to really like stop acting from a place of, and if this resonates with you at all, like anxious attachment, things like that, I feel like definitely read some books. Like there's one called Attached that's really good. There's one that's called Anxiously Attached that's really good. But the more that I've like read into it and understand it fundamentally, the more I'm like, oh, I have shown up anxious in like 99% of my relationships. And I do things not because I genuinely want to, but because I fear the abandonment that will come if I don't. And I think sadly, a lot of us do this. I don't think that I'm like just the one person that's privy to this. It's quite common. But the moment I realized it, I was like, oh, I have to stop doing that in my relationships. And I've realized that I've gotten a lot quieter in a lot of my relationships. I'm a lot more withdrawn. I don't want to spend as much time around other people. And it's because honestly, I also think that I'm an ambivert where you can be like extroverted or introverted. And I'm definitely in a big introverted phase right now where I have no desire to like reach out to most people right now. And I've really been okay just like letting my phone ring a little bit. But the reason I bring this up and I say that it felt so pertinent to your reading is we also have this Princess of Cups holding her phone in her hand, like communication. And so if you start to believe that you can have healthy relationships, healthy attachments, right? And obviously I'm not a psychologist. Do not just take what I said as your diagnosis. Just if it's something you're curious about, I would encourage you to pick up a book or read something about it first, talk to a psychologist. But she's picking up her phone here. And to me, this is really like, she's calm in these communications. She's not stressed. She's not worried about what they're thinking of her. She's not worried about being abandoned at the next drop of a hat. She's like, oh, I'm showing up here because I want to be here and I'm calm about this. She's not crying. She's not in distress. And I feel like this is the energy that you're really moving into, is one of being more relaxed with your relationships. Then we have the Two of Cups, which is all about a harmonious romantic connection. So you may already be in a romantic relationship, and this is just going to get better and better. You and your partner are going to really flourish. If you're not in a relationship and you're seeking, whether it's friendship or romantic, you're actually about to find somebody in your life that is so unbelievably going to be so important to you. So this could be like a new best friend, a new lover, a new love interest, or like I said, somebody in your life already that you share such a connection with. It's about to deepen. So Two of Cups, for a lot of you, I'm really hearing that it's going to be new. But there are some of you that like, you're just going to be having good times with your significant other. And you'll know, like, if things have been, I don't even want to say rocky, because I never want to steer y'all in the direction of like accepting crumbs when you should never. You deserve the world, all of you. But I do feel like sometimes if times have been tough in your life in general, it can lead to your other relationships feeling heavy, even if they're not heavy, even if they're good for you. And I feel like that is what I mean when I say there's like this lightness coming. Now, Ace of Swords, this is all about having new and beautiful ideas. So there is a new idea that's going to be coming to you. And this idea is one that is going to like change your life in a significant way. So they could be learning about that attachment style that's going to change your life, right? It could be that you have an idea that you want to act on, that you want to create with, that is going to change your life in a very beneficial way. So excited about that. Then we have for you the card Thinker. So with the Thinker card, ooh, and you got number 44, an angel number. That's beautiful. Okay, so your thoughts are literally going to be lucky right now. Like, you are having some of the best thoughts. You need to be keeping a journal or like a notepad on your phone and keeping track of these thoughts, because you're going to be having thoughts that, like I said, with the Ace of Swords, bright ideas, new bright ideas, and the Thinker card coming out as a blessing. It's like your thoughts are going to be very blessed as well. You're, honestly, again, please don't take this for mental health diagnosis ever. I am never meant to take the place of that. Never use tarot card readings like that. But I do feel like this could also be like positive mental health, you know, like feeling good in the mind. Things like kind of lightening up a little bit. Then we also have exchanging gifts. So you're also going to be receiving gifts either from your partner, a friend, somebody in your family. It could also be that you're buying yourself something that you've really wanted to for a while. Some of you are actually going to be getting new pets, like a new puppy or a new kitty. But there is a gift that's coming your way that's going to be quite significant. So that's really exciting. Oh my gosh. And then we also have best possible decision. I don't know if I've ever seen this card, and I've had this deck for years. Artemis, goddess of the bow, help me see what must be known. So you might have a special connection to Artemis, like if you work with gods, goddesses. This is just like a sign that this is your reading. But best possible decision, your guides really brought you to this reading so that you could know that the best possible outcome is coming based upon the decisions that you have been making. So your decisions are very blessed right now. The decisions you're making for your life are so important because they are dictating your future blessings right now. And like, don't stress about this. I can hear some of y'all being like, oh my gosh, I need to make the right choice. You literally can't make a wrong choice. Okay. All choices, like even not making a choice is still a choice, and you will make the best possible decision for yourself no matter what. So love that. Okay, we have one more card. So then we have letting go. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. So Spirit is saying that if there's a person or a situation or something that keeps coming up in your life, this is the last you're going to hear or see of it. You know, we often know that we are on a spiral. We are always meeting our same patterns over and over and over again in life. But from every round turn of the corner, we're hitting that pattern from a new advantage point. And Spirit is saying that like whatever you've been hitting over and over, like this is not something that's going to continue again. This is the last time you're going to engage with this, no matter what it is that's troubling you. This is the last time you're going to be engaging with this, whether it's a situation or a person. And like, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. And if it continues in your life, it's because you haven't mentally let it go. But it's safe to let it go now. And you don't have to hold on to it anymore. And you're not going to be faced with it again in your life. So like, stop causing yourself the unnecessary pain, basically. And that is the blessings that are coming to you, pile number 1. So thank you so much for letting me read this for you. I love and appreciate and adore you. Please do not forget to check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me. I also have tips, like you can tip me if this reading gave you something, if it resonated with you. I have Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal. If you would like to leave me a tip, it is always appreciated, never expected. My Patreon, if you would like to support me, where you get astrology reports, behind the scenes content, extra pick a cards. Would love to have you as a patron. You can also follow me on Instagram and Threads. I'm at Kloee Taylor. And if you would like to buy a course from me, I have a 4-week course that is currently discounted from from $222 down to $55. It is my 4-week course, Authentically Aligned. Great course if you feel like you need to redirect your life in a new way, will help you. And then I also have my masterclass, Vision Board to Destiny, available to you. If you feel like you're ready to create the luckiest version of your life, like that is the masterclass that will literally change your life. I put all of my energy behind that because I use it myself to this day, helps me every time I want to get in alignment with my manifestations. So check all of that out. Everything is available to you down below, links down below. You can also book a private reading with me, all of that at KhloeTaylor.com, my courses, my readings, things like that. And please do not forget, when you stand on your own authenticity, you empower everyone around you to do the same. And I will talk to you again on Sunday for another podcast. Bye. Chose the Phantom Quartz, which says embrace change. I feel like right out the gate, your reading and like the blessing coming your way is that you're finally ready to embrace change. So this could be like a major change. This could be something like a move, a job change, an academic change, a relationship change. You are ready to embrace major change in your life, and it's been a long time in coming, and this change is for your benefits. So let's go ahead and keep going and get more into it. I've got lots of cards here for you today. Let's see what this change is about. So we have the Ace of Wands. So first of all, I feel like it's maybe going to be in the realm of creativity, but let's keep going. We have the Eight of Wands. I'm going to lay these down and then we'll talk about them. We have the King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, ooh, and the King of Pentacles. Holy guacamole. This is, y'all. This is, I am like, so excited for you. Like I just got excited in my body. This is so awesome. So first of all, the biggest change coming your way is that of financial gain, and it's going to happen very, very fast. Like this is one of those like overnight success situations, or like overnight getting some insane news that like something really awesome is coming your way. A really awesome opportunity, a brand deal, a book deal. I'm hearing those for some of you. Like something that is going to literally change your life in a huge way, because 10 of Pentacles is about making money, having money, and not just a little money, a crap load of money. Okay. This is like having so much money that you don't even know what to do with all of it. And like you get to decide how you're going to help the world, which is so cool. Then we have the King of Pentacles, which is also somebody that is very like financially well off. So these two cards together, are you joking? These are like two of the very best cards that you could ever pull in the tarot for money, for money, financial wealth, possessions. I feel like if you're somebody that has dealt with a lot of financial difficulty, the change that you're embracing is one of a mindset where you are more financially wealthy and stable. And because you are doing that work, you are literally given it almost immediately. Like you are going to see a night and day difference. And the reason that I know it's going to be really fast for you is because the Eight of Wands is present. The Eight of Wands is all about fast, quick, opportunities coming in like a lightning bolt, things happening super, super, super fast. So the change that's coming, and notice, I want you to just pay attention that there's no like tower card. There's no destruction in this reading. There's no, oh my gosh, you're going to learn this because something awful happens to you. Because don't get me wrong, I do think a lot of our greatest lessons come from like a state of rock bottom or a state of destruction. We learn so much about ourselves in the process. However, you've done so much of that in your life that you've been like terrified of change because it's always come from this place of things having to be completely messed up in order for you to get something from it. And not this time. This time, a new leaf is being churned over, a new idea, a new creativity, a new way of doing things. Ace of Wands tells me that there's like potentially a new creative endeavor, or the Ace of Wands is also it's a sex card. I'm just going to say it like it is. It's also a sex card. Some of y'all might just be like, if you're into that, some of y'all might just be, I'm not going to say too much because that's for Patreon. YouTube is a little more crazy about saying things like that. So just know that like, this could be like that kind of partner entering your life that gives you the good, if you know what I'm saying. But the Ace of Wands is also about new creative intentions, new creative ideas, something catching fire and taking wind really, really fast. So we have 2 cards of haste, 2 cards of intense financial abundance. And then we have the King of Wands, which tells me like, it's not even just about the wealth that you're going to accrue or the creativity that you're going to be exuding and that's going to be flowing through you. It's that you're also going to have the stamina and the basically what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the level-headedness or the efficiency. I can't think of the right word for some reason. It's not coming to me, but like basically to sustain the sustainability of it, because I feel like sometimes that happens too. We manifest really big things, but we really aren't always ready for them. And then we lose them almost immediately because it's like something that kind of knocks us off our feet. And we were like, oh wait, I wasn't ready for that. That was really big. And I didn't know how that was going to affect me. And not this time. Okay. You can't decode. How did we get here? You used to know me so well. That's what she says. Your thoughts I can't decode. What does she say? How did we get here? Please tell me I'm not alone in this song right now. Decode Paramore? No. Anybody else living their best Twilight life? It's just, yeah, like, how did we get here? Oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for you. This is so awesome. So it's like change for the better that really, really benefits your life. Like if you have felt in a creative slump, at a creative loss, things feel like they haven't been working out for a long time. This is like, you're finally getting the like new leaf that you've asked for. You're finally seeing how the page can churn and be so much more beautiful than you could have imagined. But let's keep going. So we also have Unfinished Symphony. Oh my gosh. So this is also coming because you have unfinished, like, oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. So many things are coming to me at once. So when I see this card, I think about in manifestation, something that I say to myself a lot. If I didn't get the manifestation I was hoping for, or like something hasn't happened the way I would hope that it would have, I remind myself it's not over until it's over. So like, let's say you want to manifest a certain amount of money, but you fall like $10,000 shy. You need to remind yourself it's not over until it's over. Meaning it's not over until you manifest exactly what you said you wanted. So it's not over until it's over. Like, even in the house that I live in right now, okay, y'all know if you've been here for a long time that I manifested a house like waterfront. I love this house. It's beautiful. But as I've lived here the last couple of years, there are some things about living here that I don't love. There are quirks about this house that I don't love, that I did not ask for. There are like things about the area that I live in that I'm not super in love with, that I wish were different. And I remind myself, like, yeah, I manifested waterfront property and that's awesome, but it's not over until it's over. It's not over until I am living in the way that I want to, in the way that I saw it in my mind's eye. And this is a stepping stone to getting there for sure, but it's not over until it's over. So there's an unfinished symphony in your life that maybe you've put down in the past because it wasn't working out, and or like you've given less energy to it, or you felt like not so great about it. Spirit is saying it's unfinished and you need to pick it back up because it's time to bring that intention in. Then we have the card of why. And this is a reminder for you that as these blessings start to pour in, you need to really, and I cannot stress this enough, okay? You need to really ground yourself in the intention of why you're doing what you're doing. Because when you start to receive like popularity, money, fame, anything that comes along with what you're doing, it's really easy to lose yourself in the sauce. I've been there, bestie. I know what it feels like. So trust me when I say it. I'm not just channeling. I also know from experience that it's easy to get lost in the sauce. It's easy to have this like huge windfall hit you and go, oh my gosh, I made it, but then do nothing to sustain it. And you have to know that your why and your conviction has to be stronger. So like, for example, my why with the work that I do here right now is to bring hope and inspiration to the collective. That's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do, is so that other people know that like whatever they want in their life, they can get. I want to be the driving force behind you that says, yes, you can. If nobody else is in your corner rooting for you, I want you to know that Kloee Taylor is in your corner rooting for you, because I know what it feels like to have nobody in your corner and still try to do it anyways. So that is like my biggest why, is I want people to go after their dreams. I want people to go after the life that they want. And I believe that everybody can have it. It's your birthright to have it. And I want to support that in you. And within doing that, like, it's easy to get away from that. It's easy when like you put out an email on your list and you see a bunch of people unsubscribe from your email list. Like, oh, it's easy for me to go, do people not even like the messages that I'm putting out? Maybe I'm not helping enough people. Maybe I'm not saying it right. Maybe like it's so easy to get really discouraged and lost in the sauce instead of just saying, you know what? Look at how many people stayed on my email list. Look at how many people opened that email and like continued. Or, you know, email list is just like one example. I was just throwing that out there. It's not that important. It was just an example. But like, that's my point, is like, it's really easy if you're not ready, especially if you're rejection sensitive, which I know many of us are, if we're highly sensitive people, especially. It's easy to go, oh, like it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm not good for everyone. But like, frankly, you're also not supposed to be for everyone. I'm not for everyone. And I know that now. I didn't used to. I'm not for everyone. I'm not the reader for everyone. I am the reader for you if you're here, but I'm not for everyone. And that's okay. I'm not supposed to be. You know, there are going to be things that I say that people don't resonate with. And that's because I'm not for them. And same for you. So you need to have a strong why you're doing the things that you're doing. And that is going to have to be with you. Like, your why can change at some point if like that is required, but having a why is going to be the reason you get up in the morning and keep doing what you're doing. So strong why. Okay. Then we have safe travel. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. So Spirit is saying here that you're also manifesting some kind of travel. So this could be taking a big trip that's like really important to you. Maybe you're taking a trip that you've wanted to take for years, but haven't. Maybe there's, again, I keep hearing like brand deal, like maybe you're going to go on a branded trip somewhere. I'm also hearing that if that is you, please don't hesitate to ask for a +1. I don't know why this is coming through. There might be like one person here listening that like, you don't want to go on a brand trip because you don't want to go alone, but so many brands will offer you a +1, even if that person is just there like with a camera trying to like help you get content. Like, you're allowed to ask for a +1. But you're also being blessed with safe travel. You need to know that your travel is blessed and safe, and it's going to be okay. If you have fear of traveling, Spirit wants you to know that like this is going to be a safe trip and you're going to be just fine. Then we have safe home. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. So Some of you also might be moving. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like to another town, to another state, to another country, but Spirit wants you to know with both of these that your travel to your next home is actually going to be extremely safe. You're going to be just fine. And you're manifesting your next safe space. Okay. I love this. I just got the chills. Oh my gosh. We're so in alignment, me and you. If y'all listen to my podcast, like, you know that I'm manifesting my next home. And so the fact that you would come to me and through me when I'm going through a similar experience is really cool. I really am your reader. Because that's how reading works. It's because you resonate that, like, that's why it makes sense. But you're literally manifesting a safe home. Your next home is going to be a foundation for you that you've never felt before. Like, the way you're going to feel so grounded and in love with the space that you're in. And some of you also might be making, like, traveling is going to be more important in your life in the future. So having a safe haven to come back to is going to be more important to you, I'm hearing. But you need to know that, like, what you're doing is safe. I think there is a little bit of unsettled energy within you, pile number 2. And you need to know that what you're receiving, all of this wealth, how quickly things are picking up and changing for you, this was always going to happen. Like, this was something that you maybe thought that you were done with it at one point, the fear of all of this, or even like the fear of being seen or making more money because maybe you have past financial trauma. You need to know that this was always going to happen. Like, you maybe put the symphony down for a little bit. You put whatever your intentions were down for a little bit. You rested, you've healed, and now it's time to pick it back up again. And you might not feel 110% ready, but I promise you that you are. You wouldn't be receiving this reading if you weren't ready. So, manifesting a safe home with a really wonderful foundation for you to grow even more into the next version of yourself, and safe travel and money. Like, oh my gosh, your reading was so exciting. I love this for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And I do want to say before you go, if you would like to leave me a tip, if this resonated with you, I would certainly appreciate it. It's never expected, but always appreciated. Links for my Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal down below. I also have my Patreon if you want to get some behind the scenes content, as well as extra pick a cards, astrology reports, all good things like that. I would love to have you as a patron. I have my courses and my masterclass, my Authentically Aligned course, which is currently $167 off. If you would like to get it, it's on my website, KhloeTaylor.com, as well as my masterclass. If you're trying to manifest right now, I have my Vision Board to Destiny course for you, which is literally a masterclass and a workbook that helps you single-handedly. It is the only masterclass you will ever need to, like, make manifesting with a vision board work for you. It is work that I use on myself all the time. I really stand behind it because I know that it works because I do it myself all the time. So if you need that in your life, definitely check it out. You can also book a private reading with me if you are looking to get one. Everything on KhloeTaylor.com. Follow me on Instagram and Threads. I'm at Kloee Taylor. And I don't think I'm forgetting anything. So anyways, I love you so much. Cozy babe, please do not forget, when you stand on your own authenticity, you empower everyone around you to do the same. And I will talk to you in the next one. Actually, I'll talk to you on Sunday for the podcast. Bye. All right, pile number 3. If you chose the Tourmalated Quartz, Get Out of Your Own Way, this is your reading. And I feel like first and foremost for your reading with Get Out of Your Own Way, that's such a rude statement, but like the truth, okay? But basically, if you've been getting in your own way lately, Spirit is just wanting to gently remind you, maybe a little rudely, that it's time to get out of your own way. And you are the only person standing in your own way right now of your own success. But we're going to get to the bottom of it and see what blessings are coming through with you having this information. So we're going to start with these cards. We have a bunch more. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. This makes me laugh. Okay. So the 8 of Pentacles is all about just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. Okay. I feel like there is such this, and I get it because I am this person. Okay. I'm about to show my whole ass to you with what I'm about to say. I understand this fundamentally. with what I'm about to say. If you're someone that you don't create and you constantly collect ideas and you constantly are researching books, ideas, topics, but you're not actually making the content, this is a little bit of a rude awakening that it's time to actually make the content and stop making excuses. And there's something, your pile is a little bit of harsh medicine. If you are not in the mood for tough love, go back and choose pile number 1 or 2. They're a little bit softer. You need to hear this though. So the tough love that you're really needing to hear right now is you spend a little too much time. Spirit is telling me this directly as well. I got this like in my face. You are spending too much time letting your emotions dictate your everyday life. And don't get me wrong, I am the first person to tell you if you need to take a couple days off to feel your feelings and process or talk to somebody in the psychiatric realm, like that's fine. Do that, do that, get right with yourself. But if you are finding week over week over week over week that you are constantly letting how you feel dictate what you will do and how you will behave, this, and like you have big goals in your life, this is going to be a hindrance. And I'm not here to demonize your emotions. Emotions are a beautiful thing. They teach us a lot about ourselves. And I'm big on them, okay? Literally, in human design, I'm an emotional responder. I'm big on emotions. However, if I have a goal and a dream and a plan, I will make time to process. I will make time to sit with those feelings. I don't just abandon myself. But I will not, week over week over week, tell myself, oh, but today feels like a bad day, so I'm just not going to do it. No, I am going to get my ass to work and do the damn thing and pull myself forward, and because I am committed to myself. And you need to be committed to yourself in this way and make a routine that works for you. If you want to steal mine, steal mine. Like, I don't care. Y'all know from the intro of my videos now, I don't work during the week of menstruation. Every 4th week of the month, I take a week off and I don't work at all. I don't look for ideas. I don't create new things. I rest completely, even though it scares me, even though I know that like when I don't work, oftentimes, like sometimes finances do dip. I am calling in a new reality for myself where that is not true. And I make more money during that time now. Like, you can do that for yourself too. I'm not just somebody who is special. Like, you can do that for you too. You can design your life into being. And if you feel like every 4th week of the month, that's what you need, is to sit back and like process your feelings, be with yourself, do that. But make sure you're pushing the needle forward. Just like take a moment to audit your life a little bit. What is your week over week looking like right now? And I'm not, nuanced Nellies that come up onto my channel and into my comments that are like, oh, but I'm feeling like depressed. Girl, I'm not talking to you. I am literally not talking to you. This reading is not for you. If you need psychiatric care, or psychological care, I'm not speaking to you. This reading is not for you. I'm talking to everybody else that isn't deep in the throes of anxiety or depression. And I know a concept, those of us that deal with that some people might just not. But like, before you get triggered, go pick a different pile. I'm not talking to you. 8 of Pentacles, though, that's really what this is to me, is like, you have been in your own way and it's because you keep making excuses. And what happens when you do this is you literally start to lose rapport with yourself. When you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, and you make excuses and you take the day off constantly, you start to not trust yourself. Like, the bestie, the way this sneaks up on you, I know because I've been there. I know from personal experience, the way that this sneaks up on you and can put you in a place where you no longer trust yourself, and therefore you rely on everybody else's validation and opinions, it can mess you up. Don't allow that to happen to you. In order to build rapport with yourself and trust yourself, you have to take action, sometimes even when you don't want to. And again, I'm not saying like all the time. Like I said, leave some room for the nuance. But like, sometimes you have to make that choice to just take the action anyways. Okay, King of Swords. Gosh, the fucking ruler of tough love. King of Swords, this is about like really putting emotions down and trusting your logical mind more right now. And then we have Ace of Cups, Five of Cups, Nine of Cups. Okay, so blessings. Let's talk about the blessings. Now that I've sit here and like ranted for a moment, I need you to know that I'm not ranting at you because I'm angry. It's that I know what it feels like to feel that lack of self-trust, to feel that small, to feel like your emotions are ruling you to a point that you feel so miserable with life. And I'm telling you, the only way out is through. And the only way out is to stop letting your feelings dictate your everyday life. Like, people that have mental strength, mental clarity, and are emotionally strong are people that don't let their emotions dictate their everyday life and what they're going to do. So just keep that in mind. But let's talk about the blessings now of all of this. So Eight of Pentacles says that you are going to get a supercharge to help you through this, of energy that's going to help you create something until it feels like a masterpiece. It's also working on your own self-mastery. King of Swords says that your emotions aren't going to be as at the forefront. You're going to be a little more logical minded as you get out of your own way. Five of Cups also says that if you've been feeling really emotionally turbulent, if you've been paying a lot of attention to what isn't in your life, be it losing some kind of job, losing a friend, losing a partner, maybe your life has shifted in a way that you didn't expect. You've been really focused on the negative outcomes. Spirit is saying that you're about to start refocusing on the good things that you have in your life, and this is actually going to beget more good things. The Ace of Cups showing up, this is about filling up your own cup, becoming your own best friend, becoming the person that is like your own best partner. You are your own first love. And at the end of your life, you literally come in with yourself and you leave with yourself. So like your soul, your spirit, right? And this is about really paying attention to that energy and giving to yourself in such a way that you become so full that like nobody enters your aura that you don't want there. And Ace of Cups, all about the self-care. All about the self-care, all about pouring yourself love, pouring and showering yourself with love. Nine of Cups, this is so exciting, bestie. Nine of Cups is about something you've been wanting to manifest finally coming through. A wish that you have been asking for finally being delivered to you, like hand delivered by a spirit that's like, hey, you finally got out of your own way. Here's that manifestation you've been asking for. Be it a group of friends. I'm hearing friends really strongly for you, pile number 3. I don't know why. Like maybe you've been asking for a friend or multiple friends. There's something about connection with other people that you've been wanting. And as soon as you get out of your own way, you're going to see how this actually starts to work in your favor. So really excited about that. Okay, then we have a leg up. So Spirit is saying that you already have a leg up in some way. I don't know how, but like Spirit isn't showing me anything specific, but there are ways in your life right now, like even having a phone or a computer that you can listen to this reading, you already have a leg up from somebody who doesn't have that. Like there is somewhere in your life that you already have a leg up from what I've been talking about that is going to facilitate where you're going next. So Spirit wants you to like focus on the good. I'm really hearing that for you, pile number 3, that you need to start focusing more on the good that is in your life because it's going to beget more good things. Then we have soulmates. You really are manifesting good people into your life. I feel like there has maybe been an absence of people, and that has been really hard for you, but it's ultimately because you have been in your own way. You have been doubting why people don't come into your life, putting yourself down. When you are such an amazing person, you're not different, you're not crazy, you're not weird. There are so many people that are like literally out of like what, 8 billion people, something like that. There are people in this life, in this world, on this planet that want to love you unconditionally. You haven't even met every person that will love you yet in your lifetime. I don't care if you're 95 or if you're 25. You have not met every person yet that is going to love you in this lifetime. And Spirit wants you to know that you're not alone. And the only reason you've been alone, if you have, is because you've been in your own way. You constantly have on repeat what you don't have in your mind instead of holding the vision for what you do want in your life. And it's not about perfection. When you are trying to call something into your life, it's not about every minute of every day for every second of the day. You are doing this so perfectly. It's that whenever you become conscious that your mind is autopiloting to that destruction, to what you don't want, to what you don't have, you need to consciously pull it back in the direction of envisioning the future you do want to see. That's literally all it takes. There is no person on the face of the earth that is perfect. There is no such thing as a perfect day. Like, the way you will get thrown off all the time. That's the beauty of it, is you get to come back. And it's like, if you were selling a boat, how like if you changed your course by 1 degree, it would change the entire course of your sail. You would literally end up somewhere else. It is the same way with this. All you need to do is like do 1% better and you will get a different outcome. Okay, then we also have the card of confidence. So bestie, you're manifesting confidence. You're becoming more confident with yourself. I think this really goes in line with this Ace of Cups. You're manifesting more confidence into your life, and this is making people and situations more attracted to you as well. By earth, air, water, and fire, let my confidence take light and burn higher. Okay, then we also have wisdom. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. So it's also time for you, Spirit is saying, a blessing that's coming for you is that of learning something different. So I would encourage you, if you're a reader, pick up a new book on something you're interested in, because there is some kind of wisdom. Or, it's a really fun exercise. If you have like a few dollars to spare, go to a used bookstore, or you can go to a Barnes & Noble if you've got a little extra scratch, go to a Barnes & Noble if you want to buy new, or some kind of bookstore. Used books are also wonderful. And just before you go into the store, just set the intention that you're going to be guided to a book that is going to change your life. There are so many people that try this that literally have books fall off shelves into like at their feet. This has happened to so many people. I've never had a book fall off a shelf. But I have done this once before. I can't believe I've never talked about this. I've done this once before, and I went into a Barnes & Noble, and I picked up the book Witch by Lisa Lister because it caught my attention. And that book, even though like I know that there are some things in it that are not cool, there was so much wisdom in that book that was cool that I still stand behind it and recommend it. Even though I don't agree with like only women are witches, like that's not true. And also Lisa Lister has issued an apology like since then, and people still come for her. Anyways, stupid. But, she, in her book, that book literally changed my life. Like I was Mormon, questioning Mormonism before that. And when I read that book, it totally transformed my life. Like I went from being really confused and uncertain about my faith to having a really faithful perspective on how magical life could be and what I could be invested in instead. And like literally it changed my life. It got me more into like tarot and divination. And even though I was already interested in those things and I was doing some of them, it got me way more wrapped up in it in a positive way. And it got me into like magical thinking and, literally practicing magic. So like that does work. Go to a bookstore and be like, hey, I would really like the book that's going to change my life or give me wisdom. And then just go in and meander. Let it be easy. Let it come to you naturally and see what happens. But there is wisdom that is going to enter your life that is going to help you bring all of this together. That's a gift that's coming your way. So that is the reading I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for listening. Please check out my website, KhloeTaylor.com, if you would like to get my course that is currently $167 off. It's a 4-week course that leads you through bettering your life if you struggle. I also have my masterclass available to you, Vision Board to Destiny. That's all about creating a vision board that works. I swear to you, it will work. Like, mark my words, I use my own content all the time whenever I want to make a new vision board, and it does work. I even have like videos on my YouTube channel where I've talked about this, where I've talked about like my vision board success, and literally always works for me. So definitely check that out. I also have my readings. If you'd like to book a reading, those are available to you on KhloeTaylor.com. My Patreon, if you would like to support me. I also have tips available if you would like to leave me one, if this resonated with you. Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal. It is never expected, but always appreciated. My Patreon, where you can get extra astrology content, extra pick a cards, and I also do behind the scenes content. So if you want more of that, please do check it out. And I also have my Instagram, my threads. I'm at Kloee Taylor. And thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget, when you stand on your own authenticity, you empower everyone around you to do the same. I love you so much, and I wish you nothing but the best, pile number 3. All right, I'll see you on Sunday for the podcast. Bye.